Well, hey guys, Perry Hensley here, Slab Happy Lures. Hope y'all are enjoying the video here that we recently uploaded, and wanted to come with you and share some things with you here. If I could, let me get my camera straightened out here. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, some things I wanted to go over with you is that the day that we were making this video, would have had a lot more footage. But our camera died. We caught actually 30 fish at least, crappie that day anyway, and we caught a bunch of other different, we call them trash fish, whether it be the bass or whether it be catfish and stuff like that. A lot of little red-eye bass, and caught a lot of those. But anyway, we had a real good day. It was hot though. My camera died on me, and I couldn't get all the footage that I wanted. I wished I did. I'd have had 2 or 3 videos probably, but anyway, what we were using that day, of course, was our ACC crappie sticks, and that wasn't the only things the only rods we were using out there, and but I was using the PC Fun reel, and I think JD was actually using his Fluger President reel that day with, again, the 7-foot ACC, and I was using the 5.6 with the PC Fun reel there, and 4-pound line. And another thing I'm going to show you, I'll put it up probably about right here somewhere. Is I want to brag on the ACC crappie stick. It's our go-to rods as far as the sensitivity goes, and the backbone goes. I fought this catfish that I hooked. I'm going to say it was around 8 pounds. It was a big, long catfish, one of the biggest channel cats I think I've seen. When I caught it, I fought it for, it seemed like forever, but anyway, I was using, again, the 5.6, the little ACC 5.6, more of a dock shooting rod, and I managed to get that fish in, and again, I'll show it to you, over here, somewhere in this video, and we managed to catch some really nice crappie to boot that day. Caught a good bass that day, good largemouth up there. We're actually, for those of you that are familiar and local, are probably going to know where Beech Creek's at. That's where we caught these crappie from, and never in a million years would I have given a thought to go there to crappie fish. I was there once when I was a kid, prior to crappie fishing this. I was actually baptized right there at the ramp at Beech Creek, and that wasn't that long ago. But anyway, we caught a ton of fish that day, not including the crappie. And like I said, we caught 2 really nice black crappie. JD caught one, and I caught one. And the one JD caught, I think, it would be pushing 2 pounds easy. The big white crappie I caught, as far as guesstimation goes, doing the tournament thing, you kind of know when you've got close to a 2-pound fish or above. Now I caught a white crappie, and I'm going to say the crappie was at least 15 and a half, if not 16 inches long, and it was broad in the back, and I didn't expect to catch a white crappie there, but I managed to get one. And I'll be putting the pictures of those up too, and some random pictures that we got to take that day, via my phone, because my camera was dead. And but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching our videos and coming along with us and following us, and everything you do. And I would really like to thank my sponsors. They really step up and help me. They've been really good. Everyone that I've asked, pretty much, has climbed on board. And that's another thing I wanted to mention too, is one of our sponsors, Rebel River Outfitters. That's hard to say, too many R's in that. Mr. Ken. Ken Akers there, he owns that, and he's from Kentucky. And as before on a previous video, I went over, we were working with him to create a Slab Happy Signature Series rod, and I think we're going to run with this one. But anyway, again, this is great if you're throwing the swim baits, the 2.8 swim baits. You can use it for smaller stuff too. I mean, it's just a bigger, heavier rod. Especially if you're targeting those bigger fish. You should use a bigger rod. It's got decent backbone in it where you can set that hook really good. Now, that being said, this rod rivals, to me, I've used the ugly stick from Shakespeare for quite a while for bass fishing. But this rod will rival that one, to a T, if you ask me. I think that this rod is lighter than the ACC crappie stick. I love the split grip handle there, and it feels really good in your hand. Using a bigger reel on this rod is a plus as well, when you want to make those long casts. And if you're like me, you're throwing the brush and you're going to get hung up. You're going to eat up a lot of line. I don't care to get hung up if I'm catching fish. I don't care to tie on 30 jigs a day if I have to. Because I've got them. Being a jig maker, I've always got plenty of jigs around. But anyway, this will be our Slab Happy Signature Series rod, and you can only get it from Rebel River Outfitters. You can message Ken there on Facebook. He's one of our sponsors again. And you can get this rod. You can get one like it. I'll put it that way. You can't have this one, but you can get one like it from him. He'll be glad to hook you up. And he runs a real good business there in I think I'm saying this right, Louisa, Kentucky, I think is where he's at. And this is not the only thing that he does. He also sponsored me with Shimano, which I love Shimanos to fish with, and I've got it on my minnow rod whenever I use minnows. But he also sent us a Fluger President rod, and boy, we sure appreciate him sponsoring us like that. And again, that's what I wanted to bring up with my sponsors. Wanted to give them a shout out here. Artistic Printers, Mammoth Ridge Campground and RV Park. They've got a nice big pond over there, man-made lake that you can fish out of, and it's got crappie and bass and bluegill, it's got fish in it, take the kids down there, and let them fish. I want to thank also the Angler magazine. They've been really good. Of course, I write for that magazine. I advertise in that magazine. I deliver that magazine, locally around here in Greenville, Tennessee, and Mossheim, and Morristown, Dandridge, and Jefferson City. More on that, the lake end of things for me here. And also Artistic Printers, they jumped on board again this year, and I'm grateful for them. They do actually are some of our Slab Happy labels and our decals and our stickers and stuff. And I also want to give a shout out to It's Me Time Decals. Been with her from the get-go, and she does she's doing our carpet decals now. She's doing our big decals for the back of your truck windows, and smaller ones for your boat, and all of that. And if you want to look her up, it's Me Time Decals. And tell her you want, whatever you've seen, that we had. She can do you a carpet decal. She can do you a a big laminated decal for your boat, the side of your boat. You can do that. Those smaller ones for the windshield on your boat, or if you just want to line the inside of your boat with anything Slab Happy Lures. She does other stuff too, and it's not just Slab Happy Lures, but we hope you put us on your boat somewhere, or on your vehicle. We're not going to be mad about that. But anyway, I wanted to go over some things that we use that we caught a lot of those crappie on in this video. JD was using something similar to this sometime, but main thing, Polywog right here, our new 1.75 swim bait. Now you're going to go down in your hook size a little bit, when you're using these smaller baits right here. But they are scented. They do work well. I caught a bunch of crappie on those. Not just down at Beech Creek in this last video, but during the tournament last year, we caught several fish on them. Our trips to Chickamauga Lake that you've seen, where I was with the Crappie Preacher on his channel, we used them quite a bit there too, and done really good on them. They're really good bait. They work really well, and again, they are scented. And it's another thing you need to take a look at, is scent control. When you're, I've seen it said, you can get sunscreen, on your lure or jig or whatever, and fish will still bite it. Now, say you're filling your boat up, you get gasoline on your hands or you get oil on your hands. I don't think the fish are going to hit that. That's going to be an offensive odor to them, and that's not going to be an attractive odor to have on your lure. So keep that in mind. Scent control with your baits is one thing that you're going to have to take note of. Some people say it doesn't matter. I beg to differ. In my experience anyway, I've had some things that I'm pretty well sure that some days that I had gas or oil or something on my hands that was offensive to those fish, and and they just won't bite as well. You may get one or two, anything can happen. But anyway, remember your scent. All of our baits are scented, by the way. The other one, the main one, is the Black Widow. Absolutely wore them out. Again, it had to. We had a rough morning starting out, but later in the day, 11:30 is when they started picking up, and I think it's when they slowed the water down just a little bit, and but it still had a good current. It may have been that we just found the right school. We found the right structure where the fish were more active, because we found fish before this, but we couldn't get them to really hit well. JD caught a couple of fish, a couple of crappie anyway, and at different places, but still until about 11:30, and on that last bit of structure we found, that's when we started nailing the fish. And off this piece of structure is where we caught 90% of our fish. So, but anyway, that's the baits we were using. This Black Widow. I went back and forth. I used it in the small swim bait. I used it in the Slab Tech Mini, that's what they're called. And also, now these aren't coming out until September 1st on our website. We wanted to give us time to make sure, that we were stocked up decently with those. And being a one-man operation, it's hard to get stocked up to the amount of volume that people want from us when the I'm gonna say crappie season gets here. It's usually fall through spring. But anyway, we'll do our best to keep those in stock, and again, they won't be released till September 1st. But our Happy Shad, they're here now. You can order them. We got Pro Packs now, which come in 16 count, so you get twice as many baits as with our previous version of that, which was in actually we had a 10 pack is what they came in. So now they're in a 16 pack. It's called our Pro Packs, and again, those are scented as well. Every bait we have is scented. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know all about that stuff, and brag on the ACC crappie stick. You know, it's a real good rod for the money. You know, and real good service. And Andy is prompt and cordial, and everything easy to deal with over there at ACC. And we just appreciate the product that they make. You know, we're not sponsored by them. Again, we are sponsored by Rebel River Outfitters, which give us our swim bait rods for our big slab tech, or 2.8 slab techs, and it works phenomenal with these rods. And again, you can get them from Rebel River Outfitters. Look them up on Facebook, and tell Ken you want one just like we've got, just like JD and Perry's got from Slab Happy. And they're really good rods. You know, you can use them for bass as well. You know, spinner bait, worm fish, whatever you want to do with this rod, you can use it. Some of the lighter crankbaits, you know, you can use them. And you know, especially, you know, like top water fishing with the frogs and stuff like that, you know, it'd be a pretty good rod for that. You know, they handle smallmouth and largemouth pretty good. I've not caught any massive, you know, bass with it, but I've not been fishing with it for massive bass. But you know, our spinner baits, 8-ounce spinner baits we make, it's great for that. You know, it'd be great for rooster tail fishing, for trout fishing even. You know, it's got a softer, you know, forgiving give to it. You know, it's still got some good backbone even up here. It's a great rod, and it comes in, I think it's a 6 foot, maybe 6.5 foot rod, and he may be able to get them bigger than that. I don't know yet. But anyway, you asked for the Signature Series Slab Happy signature rod there, and Ken Akers will hook you up with it at Rebel River Outfitters. Again, thanks to all of my sponsors. This is Perry Hensley. We hope you enjoy the video, and sorry I didn't get more, but I'm going to throw some pictures up here of the fish that we did catch, that I did get pictures of anyway, and we hope you have a great day. See ya. Alright guys, it's been a little while since I got back with you, but we've got a few crappie in the live well. Majority is Mr. JD Dyers, of course, but we ain't going to complain.
The quantity is pretty
Did manage to get one really good one. And here she be. Slab Happy Lures.